What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We're the Distorted Theorists, and we are here today to talk about Joker, Folie À Deux, trailer. Duh.
Well, I don't know. The first one was kind of like a teaser. There wasn't even too much talking going on in it.
This is the second.
This is the real trailer, if
appearance.
you know what I mean. But before we get into our reaction for Joker, Folie À Deux, as always, if you folks want to support the channel, we do appreciate it. If you just take a second to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave us a comment down below. How excited I'm excited for Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn. Now, I'm just going to leave it at that. But what are we getting into with this movie, Pete?
I don't know, not really. I don't really know, just because it's a different take on the Joker mythos. The first one, it's in Gotham City, as far as we know, and there's imagery that's, at least at the very beginning of Joker, that shows that Batman is there in some capacity, because there's all the imagery of his mask and whatnot. But he never makes an appearance, which he doesn't need to. But now that we're kind of getting into the Joker and now Harley Quinn, are we eventually going to see a Batman or other, like Victor Zsasz?
Well, you almost took words out of my mouth, so to speak, because what I've been thinking is, I think they're going to lean a lot. I'd like to see them lean a lot less on Batman and maybe lean on some more villains interacting, coexisting with Joker, because obviously he's on his way now to Arkham Asylum, where presumably from the trailer we did see is where he's going to meet Harley Quinn, or Harleen Quinzel. I want to see some chemistry. That's what I'm looking for. Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga, I want to see that spark on screen.
And this is the thing, that's true too, because in terms of film, we've never really seen much of an interact. Well, I mean, Harley Quinn has only made her film debut in Suicide Squad and The Suicide Squad. So in Suicide Squad, whatever the first one was, I don't know which one had
Suicide Squad.
That one showed some of the interaction and the chemistry between Joker and Harley, but it was obviously very damaged, which is how it works in the comics. But apparently there was a lot that was left on the cutting room floor, so we didn't get to see a whole lot of that.
And it seems like with this one now, from the trailer again, the one we have seen, is we're going to see how that relationship starts. Instead of the Suicide Squad was like, oh, you know who Joker is, you know who Harley Quinn is. This one is more like, I think, taking those unknowns and letting them flourish on screen to see why the infatuation ever began, whether it's from Joker's side or from Harley's side.
And in the comics and the animated series, because I think they explore it in some of the later episodes of the animated series, is Harleen Quinzel was a notable psychologist who started working at Arkham Asylum, but she really wanted to take on the challenge of the Joker. And the Joker usually toys with everyone. They kind of had a connection to which he started to bring out the evil in her, corruption, and she started to realize the good in him. So she breaks him out, he throws her into a vat of acid, starts her whole...
the old vat of acid.
Yeah, that whole vat of acid trope.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's only one way to find out what's going to unfold in this story, and that is to watch the Joker Folie À Deux trailer reaction, review, and breakdown right now.
Years ago, the name
Major city, Arkham.
hit Gotham like a hurricane.
The trial of the century.
They believe Arthur
Trial
Fleck
of the
to be
century.
some kind of martyr.
You can't.
Well, he's not.
The maniacal laugh is so good.
There's a monster.
Joaquin, man, he's just an
act,
odd bird.
He somewhat became a hero.
Well, he did.
Like a martyr, obviously,
When I
but
first
a
saw
hero.
Joker, when I saw you,
I just got a good feeling she's gonna kill this, man.
for once in my life, I didn't feel so alone anymore.
Oh.
Little kissy kiss.
For once in my life,
Yeah, here we go. Here's the singing.
I have someone who needs me. How about you, Arthur? Do you still think you're a star?
Oh, it's Colton.
You're Joker.
As long as he gets get everything back. Okay.
Look at all these people.
Oh, that was cool.
Allow any of you to keep
Is he
me
representing
down.
himself, I wonder?
Probably. Joker traditionally did that.
I got the sneaking suspicion that we're not giving the people what they want.
It's okay, baby. Let's give the people what they want.
Yeah. That's what we want.
Bang, 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 bang. Yeah.
I'm excited to
She's
see
got
her
the-
embrace that cool Harley Quinn. Oh! Oh, there's the stair kick again.
Sing hallelujah. Come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day.
See, he has all these little.
These ticks. Thoughts?
Well, filmed for IMAX. It's not the kind of movie that I would go see in IMAX. I'm glad we're going to go see it in IMAX.
Oh, we
'cause that's what
definitely
do.
are. Yeah.
But you know, I usually it was always the same thing. Like when movies went from DVD to Blu-ray to 4K, the movies that you would just want to see on the bigger screen, the ones that had the bigger detail, the bigger picture. This to me doesn't seem like a candidate to be IMAX, but don't listen to me.
Well,
I'm still going to go see it.
I mean,
in
look.
IMAX.
Well, even if you recall, what obviously we're still processing, reacting. There was only like 1 or 2 action sequences in that whole thing that like makes you think like, what would the IMAX draw out? But
Probably just detail in terms of crowds.
you think so? I was thinking more of like the color palette because there was a lot of poppy oranges and all, and as his suit is anyway. But
Yeah, but you can still do that on an 80-foot screen. You don't need a 120-foot screen for that. Anyways,
one thing so we were saying this, I think, before we even started the reaction as well, is like, where does Harley Quinn fit into this? Is it going to be the psychiatrist? And you said, well, it seems like she's more of an inmate than a doctor. There was some sequences there I noticed that where he was more incarcerated, she was on the outside almost not like he was in a cell, she was outside blowing kisses or whatever happened there. It makes me wonder if he's portraying this as an inmate, but she's really is the doctor, but we won't find out maybe until the end.
but I'm also looking at she could be kind of like an orderly too, like instead of actually being
True.
somebody, or she's been
Good
someone
call.
who's not as dangerous as him, so he's more on the forensics
Isolation.
unit,
Fair,
as
yeah.
opposed to someone who's just like, yeah, I just had a slip of judgment, and yeah.
What when it comes to the chemistry that these two are going to have on screen as characters, not the actors or actresses themselves, what do you think the story from the trailer and from the last one that we've seen? What do you think the grand story here is? What Todd Phillips is trying to portray, I guess, because obviously he's doing it artistically.
Because again, in terms of, we keep bringing about the Batman mythos. The Joker is always trying to get out. In this, Arthur doesn't seem like he's trying to get out. He still seems in some way that he's trying to continue the movement that he inadvertently started
From behind bars.
from the first, because he had the whatever that was in the courtroom, and there's the video, I guess, from the newscast where he's just like,
He's soaking it in almost.
Kind of.
Kind of gloating, but to himself almost.
he was like, I can't believe this took off.
Yeah. But like that's what I'm wondering. And if Harley is in Arkham with him, maybe he has no motivation to leave because this is his, as he said, he's found his person.
Was she watching him on the TV when she smashed the window?
He was on.
So he was already in. So is she trying to get to him in Arkham, or what we're
maybe
considering
she does a crime following his anarchy
to meet with him,
right?
Instead of just
That's
the
a distorted
happenstance.
theory right there.
I'm wondering if she's doing this to get closer to him for whatever reason.
And that
maybe
reason
this
is why I want to see it, right? But like I said, it's different. Like I said, Todd Phillips has taken what is normally portrayed as a chaotic character and has, I won't say
softer.
It's more of an anarchist instead of chaos. And I know that might sound similar on paper, but there is a tidbit of difference. So
he's almost kind of again, Joker in the comics and the show was one who was very much at the head of things. I'm running this. Yes, he had his
mob
goons,
boss, yeah.
but he had the elaborate plans. It seems much more this time around, which still could be getting it if we're getting to a comic accurate Joker, is that he's willing to like, I've lit the spark and I'm going to sit back and let the powder keg go off.
And you know what? That might be a take of why this movie may end up being successful.
Well, the first one was a success, and it blew me away because I wasn't expecting. I was like, Joker, but it's got no Batman, and how is this going to work? And it did.
And it did.
It's not the best movie I've ever seen, but I did enjoy it. It was thoroughly entertaining. This one, when they announced Lady Gaga was going to be in it, called Folie À Deux, is going to be partially a musical, if not completely a musical.
As soon as I seen her in Hotel.
Like it's just this whole twisting, weird world of...
I'm just picturing American Horror Story, Lady Gaga, plucked from Hotel and dropped in here and continuing that.
I know she did well in that. I didn't see that season.
It was so good.
But I know she's got the chops for acting anyways, because she was a very theatrical person before she was even Lady Gaga. She's known for her dramatic stuff from high school and whatever... community college? I don't know what she went to.
And we just can't wait to see it unfold on screen. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for our trailer reaction for Joker. Folie À Deux. As always, if you want to support the channel, and we certainly do appreciate it if you would just take a second to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let us know in the comments if we missed anything there, or maybe your distorted theories of how Joker and Harley are going to meet and carry on their relationship. And with that, I am the real Jussy.
I'm Arthur Fleck, and as we always like to see around here,
keep it real.